is everybody doing tonight?
Good.
Lucas, I see you're enjoying life in a hotel room.
Yep. In our nation's capital.
Yeah,
Hey, Stoney, can I just point out for the record, Sean there is taking care of his mom, so he's out there. Lucas is in a hotel room, and this is my second meeting with Bob this week. Grateful to be on another committee with him, and he's calling in from vacation. So I think that speaks to the willingness of those three guys to be a part of this committee, to go out of their way like that to be included.
I completely agree, and I appreciate it.
Just so it's in the recording.
Yeah, no, thank you for doing that. And I'm very aware of where everybody is. So we'll go ahead and jump right into it and try to get you back to doing whatever it is that you've got going on. So we'll start off with a roll call. Bob DeToma.
Here.
Lucas.
Here.
Jim.
Jim Gallagher's here.
John.
Hi. Here.
Ed sent me an email saying that he was going to miss it. And Justin Souza also said he was going to miss this due to T-ball. So with that, did everybody get a chance to look at the previous meeting minutes?
Take a motion that we accept the minutes.
Can I get a second?
Second.
All right. Bob, accept the
Aye.
meeting. All right. Lucas,
Yes.
Jim,
Gallagher, aye.
Sean.
Yes.
And Justin, I agree to accept the minutes as well. So motion approved. I'm going to shoot Justin Souza an email later, or I might text him tomorrow and find out a status update on the intro letters. If we still haven't gotten any further with it, then I think I'm just going to talk to Evan about getting some money and just going to Staples and having them do it, see how much that is, just because we need to get them out. That's kind of been the big drag to getting those drags, a horrible word. That's kind of been a big roadblock that we need to move past so we can move forward. So, but we won't make any decisions on funding until the next meeting. I just want to get all of our ducks in a row for the next meeting with that. The Memorial Day Parade update. Bob and I went and talked to Carmen, and did y'all see, Jim? I think you sent out the schedule, correct, of the day, what the Memorial Day Parade, the times and stuff. Didn't Carmen send it to you? Because I think we were having problems with our email at that time.
Yeah. Yeah, I forwarded along to you and Bob.
Yep. Lucas, did you see that?
I did not. That's what I was just going to ask, if you can send that to me, because then I'll forward it on to the Girl Scouts, Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts.
Yeah, I'll send that to you right after this, because I put it in an email from the page that Jim, he just sent a photocopy of it. So I put it into an email format. So I'll find it and I'll send it to you right after this.
Thank you.
Carmen came to the TV studio and dropped off a copy with me also.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So I forwarded the information to the two women at the local newspapers. So they
Okay.
have copies. And then, of course, I did a quick video on the social media, the local channels, so that it's constantly running so people can see the schedule and the times and the locations. So I think we've got it all covered.
Great. And is any of y'all planning on attending? Okay.
I'll be in uniform.
Nice. All right.
I'll be wearing the ice cream suit.
I have no idea what that one is.
You don't?
Maybe.
Well,
Is that from like the Civil War or something?
no. It's when Zumwalt was in, he changed the enlisted men's uniform from 10-button bell bottoms to it looked like an officer's hat and shirt and pants.
Oh,
I look like
Navy?
the Good Humor ice cream guy.
Yeah, wouldn't the good humor guy be wear a
Yeah,
Excuse me?
Wouldn't the good humor guy be wearing white?
White? Well, that's what if it's not raining, that's what I wear.
yeah,
That's the Navy uniform, correct?
Yes.
yeah. I'll look like the airline pilot in the Air Force blues.
The Air Force dress.
Okay.
blues.
Don't they call that
It is.
Cracker Jacks or something?
Yeah,
We always called it the airline pilot.
that's it. Does this train go to Hartford?
Exactly. Absolutely.
I'll be there, but I'd only be participating if I can qualify as a float.
Okay. What do you have to do to qualify as a float? Do we need to motorize your walker? We can do
No,
that.
I did get a new walker though, so at least it looks jazzy.
You need a rascal.
Yeah.
Well, Jim, just show up at the Legion afterwards, and that's where we'll all end up. So
Other than that, really, that's all we talked about while we were there. I tried to give a spiel about what we were set up for. Carmen and them were like, yeah, we already talked to Justice Souza. So I left it at that. They really didn't seem like they thought too much about having a member, participate on the board or anything like that. I did suggest, maybe giving them like one person's phone number to be their rep. They didn't really seem too interested in that. Carmen seemed okay as long as he had our BAC email, which I did confirm. Once Cindy restarted the email, she fixed whatever settings were off, and he could now email us. So I think for now they're good with what they had. I just want to keep them in mind as we get closer to Veterans Day Parade and reach out again and see if there's anything else that they need.
I think the visit that you and Bob had, I think did miles and miles of good work, because I think as we were talking before, they saw us as someone that was trying to take over for what they were doing.
Yeah.
And now that you had a chance to talk to them, I think they're really welcoming us.
Yeah, I think Lucas has helped with getting the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts out there for the parade. I think if we keep doing that kind of stuff, we'll build that goodwill with them. Honestly, they kind of seem like, yeah, okay, you're here. So, I do think, I think that they appreciated it and they appreciated our help, but I think it's going to take a little bit more to crack them and get them to where they actually want to either participate with the board or do a little bit more work with the board. So, Sean.
Saturday, they're doing flags in at the cemeteries. So there's going to be people meeting at the post. I believe it's 8:30, just to get the marching order, so to speak. And Memorial Day itself, they do a ceremony at each cemetery. I think there's going to be a bus. Again, they meet at the post in the morning, and then bus to the different sites and such as that. So maybe, I plan on going. Fortunately, I've been able to attend for the last several years. So if I can, maybe just kind of drop a few names like, VAC every now and then, and let them know, that I'm not just a pretty face.
Yeah.
Every
You better get there
bit.
early for that, Sean.
The other thing is, I've been out and about through the 4th of July parade, and I actually have a lot of people coming up to me and asking about the Memorial Day parade. So I'm trying to make it very clear to them that the Legion does that. And while we help, that's all that we do. If they have any questions, directing it to the Legion, because I could see that being the next thing. Oh, they're taking all the credit for all the work we're doing. So I'm trying to make it very clear that does not fall under us. Just in case if any of y'all are out and about and mention the Veterans Advisory Committee and all of a sudden start getting inundated with it. Our new select board member, Anne Marie Foley, she was the latest one that I was like, no, that's not me. let me explain the situation to you so you know. But that's them. So Facebook page and calendar update. And Bob, really, this is just, I know that you've done some work. Jim, you laid the groundwork. Your daughter laid the groundwork with the Facebook page. Bob, I know you kind of took over a little bit of that with the website. And I don't think we've really done much else with the Facebook page.
Yeah.
And
so-
I did get the okay from Evan on that Facebook page. He thought it was a great idea, but I may have opened it or started it, but Bob has done all the work.
Yeah. Have we linked it to the town's Facebook site?
No, right now it's currently a private site, I guess for lack of a better phrase. And so I can get in and manipulate it and make additions and deletions. But it's not in any way linked to the town.
Okay.
So, and unless anybody has any objections, I don't see any reason why it needs to be. I mean, as long as we continue to promote it and push it out there, eventually people will become familiar with it.
I thought that was part of our agreement. Was Evan said that it had to be linked with the town.
You know, I frankly, I don't recall on
He
occasion.
didn't say that to me. He just said he acknowledged the fact that we are on the town website. And if we wanted to do a private one on Facebook, he had no problem with it.
Yeah, so I think if the Facebook page remained private, and yes, we do have a presence on the town's website, and I have access to that also.
Okay.
So I can manipulate both as need be. And then if the membership has links to specific things, like the ones that Jim is sending in his emails, I can post them to Facebook. And I literally need a link and not a page, because it's easier to get the information up and active if it's just a page that's sent in the email. It adds a lot of work, because you have to kind of download the image and then reshape it or reformat it so that it shows up properly on Facebook. So
Yeah, I don't know how to do that, Bob.
well, so I was going to say, you should, if there's specific things that you see, have someone help you get the link, not the actual page, and then that's what you're going to forward along. So you could even send the URL at the top of the page. I could probably get away with that too. But
See, I thought you had that when I forwarded the whole thing to you.
yeah, I tried looking for it, but I couldn't get it to come over. So anyway, so the Facebook page is up and running. I have access to the town site. So if you have things that you want to put up, then just let me know. And it takes me 5 minutes to put them up. So,
Okay.
so that we can keep it active and keep it different every time. So, and even if we do nothing but change the banner every couple of days so that people see a different image, at least they get the impression something's going on and it's not a stagnant and ignored page. So, and Lucas, by all means, if you get stuff at work that you think is, worth sharing, send it along and I'll get it up there as fast as I can. So.
All right. I was actually going to ask, because I deal with part of the process for hiring staff for the department I work in, the housekeepers. And if you're 30% disabled veteran, they pretty much guarantee you a job.
Nice.
So if that posting's up, I can send it to you and you can put it on the Facebook. And if veterans see it and they want to apply, they can.
Yeah, by all means. Yeah.
Okay.
We may also want to have a look at our own Facebook pages, and we can recommend membership. We can from there you can invite, get on our page there and then invite other people. So
Yeah.
that'll build up the numbers too.
Okay. I pulled up the email, Jim, that you sent me from Evan, and Evan says that all that the town asks is that they get to attach that page to their archived social platform, which logs all activity as even social media as a public record. So we need to get in touch with William to make those arrangements.
Okay, who's William?
Evan's right-hand man.
Oh, okay.
So I've got his information. I wrote it down. I'll get the link and send it up, or I'll find out what all he needs. He's usually Johnny on the spot. You just tell him what you need done and he'll do it right there. So.
Justin,
Yes.
if you can, if you have his Williams last name, just so I can like throw something into the minutes
Oh.
here.
Yes.
Blake.
Sorry. Blake.
Blake.
Blake? Okay. I've heard that name before.
He always wears a bow tie, right? I know he's always
Yeah.
dressed to the nines. I can't remember if he
Yeah.
always wears a bow tie or if it's just because he's always dressed up.
I have socks older than him.
Any other questions on the Facebook page? All right. Sean, have you and Ed had a chance to work any community events or any of the things we talked last time?
I'll apologize a little bit. I've been a little busy and I was out of town for a while. I haven't talked to Ed, but I did talk to some people that I know they're in the banking industry. And just to say, what do you think of this money grant we're talking about? And their opinion was that it would be a good thing to obviously look into and apply for. And as we said at our last meeting, once we get more information about the process and such as that, and or we have a program that we want to apply this money to, assuming we get the grant. All right, that was one thing that I did. I did talk to the folks at the rec center, not rec center,
Senior
rec
center.
committee. Excuse me?
Oh, I thought you meant the senior center.
Yeah, well, no, the gazebo race, the recreation committee. So I didn't get a chance to talk to Jen, but she has a new assistant. His name is Cody. I don't have a last name. And I mentioned to him that we were looking to either tag on or to get information on things that we might be able to do to get some of our veterans either out of the house or involved in something that they might be doing. So he was going to talk to his boss, which is, I believe her name is Jen. And
Anderson.
Jen Anderson, yes.
Yeah.
And then get back to me. So I haven't had a call back yet, but it's only been, 3 or 4 days. So I wasn't really expecting an overnight call. So like I said, the race was Saturday. She was probably busy getting ready for it. And then after the race, who knows what happens. But as a side note to that, he did send me some very nice pictures of our very own Bob DeToma crossing the finish line. If I can figure out how to get them off my phone, then maybe I'll just retext them to Bob and he can post them a little bragging rights there, Bob.
Yeah, we got to put them on our Facebook site.
Sure.
Did you beat him, Sean, or did Bob win?
Bob won the rucking. Yeah, I did okay in my own right running, but he won the rucking.
Nice. Well, congratulations, both of you.
I didn't come in
Absolutely.
last. And I beat a 14-year-old and a 16-year-old. So
Wow.
Did you stand at the finish line and like poke fun at them when they crossed?
no, I found the shadiest spot and I laid on the ground.
Yeah,
And
my
I'm-
neighbors were trying to convince me, and there was no way. My feet felt like they were going to fall off the other day, so I was like, "No, I'm not doing this."
Now, with your affiliation with the Air Force, do you think you can get a flyover for the July 4th parade?
I've got to do some calls on that. Honestly, I have been swamped with work and some other stuff, some personal stuff that's been going on too. So tomorrow, should be a light day for me with work. I'm going to try to do that. I've already submitted all the applications. And we've already got all the approvals. I just have to call and figure out what units, but a lot of them don't know until a little bit later is what I was told. So, and if that doesn't work, Bob also sent me the police helicopters, and I've got that form filled out. I would just need to submit that. So if I don't hear anything, or if I don't get any responses from any of the local air units, then I'm going to submit that as a backup option.
That's pretty awesome.
Yes, Sean.
Can we discuss the 4th of July meeting? I'm not meeting, parade, even though it's not on the agenda?
If we let me get to board nominations first, and then we can.
Oh,
talk about it.
sorry.
No, you're fine. This was the last minute addition because I got a letter saying that my board term was up, and so I just
Same here.
redid it. So I wanted to ask, one, is everybody that got the letter attending or planning on joining us again
Yeah.
next year?
June 21st, you're supposed to be at the selectmen's meeting. And if you can't be at the selectmen's meeting, you should make contact there. Let them know that you're unable to attend, but you are interested in being renominated.
Oh, they just sent me a letter that said yes or no. Didn't say anything
Yeah,
about
but it's the fine print in there. They'd like you at the June 21st meeting.
Well, that's good to know.
I didn't read fine print. All I read was check the box here if you want to continue.
And drop it off. Sign your name.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I did.
Yeah, that was all it said. So I'm assuming that once they get it, then they'll send back another letter or an email that says you got to come to the select board meeting. But what I was curious about was, do we want to do a shakeup of the board positions? Is there any positions now? We've been a year. Do we want to add a position or anything like that? Lucas, you ready to be chairman?
I think we're fine sticking with what we've got right now. You guys have been doing a great job.
But there is a format to follow, Stoney. It's in when the reappointments go through.
Yeah.
You as the chair ask for nominations, and if you get no nominations, it stays the way it is.
Okay.
If somebody wants to step forward and say, I would like to nominate myself, that can happen also. But it's a pretty straightforward process.
Okay.
All I'll do
After we
is
all get
I'll
reappointed.
nominate the three of you to remain in your positions.
It's not time yet, Jim. Just hold that in your pocket.
No. Well, and that's why I wanted to do it with this meeting, was just to give everybody a heads up. If you're thinking about, or hey, maybe I want to do this or something like that. Not just have Jim say, hey, I want you to do this position, like he did to us all last time. John, you had your hand up.
No, I was just going to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Sounds good.
Unless we could have put a big mute button over here on that. A 5-second delay.
All right. I like that. Okay, so the 4th of July parade. I am working to set up another meeting for our team Monday, and just kind of get some stuff out of the way. Basically, it's going to start at the North Street Elementary School and end around Oak Street. It's not a very long route. We're really kind of limited with how you can do a parade, not like the Memorial Day parade where you're jumping from the different cemeteries, but how do you do like a legitimate parade in the town? Because 122A is being worked on and it's all getting ripped up. And that was like the best solution as far as where you're not blocking all the main streets and stuff. Going through the commons, the police chief really did not like the fact that we wanted to shut down Upton and Worcester streets. So we were able to get a compromise where we shut down briefly just across the street and then we're all done. It's looking at being at noon is when the parade's going to happen. And we have got several vehicles, got a DeSoto, got a tractor. Holden Farms wants to do a float. I met the guy that owns the tavern and we were kind of talking about, hey, would the tavern want to participate or something? And he had suggested a float. And I was like, that would be awesome. I can guarantee you that there would be a lot of participation if you had a float full of kegs. So I'm going to circle back with him on that and be like, hey, man, so were you serious about that? I met with what was his name? Jerry. Carmen gave me his information because Jerry has a World War II Jeep and they use it in the Memorial Day parade. I met with Jerry. I need to talk to Evan because Jerry would like money, but he's not necessarily asking for money. So I need to talk to him, but Evan about some funding. But Jerry knows about 50 other people that all have military vehicles as well. And he's willing to talk to them about it and see if they're willing to participate. So, and then the Beats Dance Studio is also going to participate. And I'm really actually excited about them because I guess some of their dancers got picked to go down to Disneyland or Disney World in the fall and do a parade down there. So they'll be practicing their demonstration for during our parade. The Taekwondo place wants to do a demonstration on the side. Really where I want to get more information is I need the word to get out to more people because I still am running into people that said that they haven't heard about the parade. And I want to try to get some food trucks to park up there by the commons too. So that's one of the big things that my neighbor who's helping me out with that, he hasn't had a chance to get out and talk to those people yet. So we got to get that out. And then we're also doing a doggy mayor thing where you can submit your furry friend and picture, quick little blurb on why they should be a mayor, and we'll vote and do it like a competition and stuff like that for it. Maureen suggests some pretty awesome stuff because Sutton does this as well. And she's like, have you thought about doing a debate between the two doggy mayors? I was like, that would. So I want to talk to Evan about that too and see. But really, we're trying to keep it simple. There's been a lot of people are excited about this. But, excitement about something and participation are two totally different things. So I'm trying to make sure that we're not expanding too much. The team has had a lot of great ideas with what we can do and well, you can do this and you can do that and you can make it bigger. And I'm trying not to do all of that right now. Colleen keeps telling me that we're going to be, I think she wants Bob and I to do this again next year. So depending on, we'll take what works and what didn't work this year and we'll roll it into next year.
We haven't even delivered the goods and we're already being asked back.
Yeah, I know.
Do that?
I nominate Sean McCavey for parade.
Yes.
Master manipulator next year. We just hand off
Master of ceremonies.
master ceremonies.
Yeah, right. Me in my white suit.
Yeah.
Ice
So
cream for
Justin-
everyone.
Yeah, well, on that note, okay, you said you talked to the owner of the tavern.
Yes.
Is this, what's the senior moment? Sorry. The tavern at the corner of what do we call that? Jim,
The
help me
town-
out here.
The Townhouse Tavern under the One Grafton.
Oh, I'm thinking of,
You were
What's
thinking
the corner
Grafton Inn.
Is that
no, not
140?
Grafton Inn. What's the place right at the corner, the big white building?
That's Paget's. Is that Paget's Bar?
Oh,
The one down off of further down off Worcester Street, Post Office Pub.
no, you go up to the common and you take a left onto 140. What's that building right there in the corner? Why
The
am I having
Grafton
a-
Inn.
That's
The
that's the
Grafton Inn.
Grafton Inn.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
Grafton Inn.
Hunter's
Thank you.
Back and Grill.
All right, so who's the owner of the Grafton Inn?
Jay
I don't
Hunter.
Sorry, say again?
Jay Hunter.
Right, okay. Now, behind the Grafton Inn, they have a little patio area. And they were doing something, it's been a couple of years, I guess. they did something, I don't know if it was Halloween or whatever, dog parade and all that. So, but anyway, he had a very nice setup there and was hosting, I don't know whether, I think the free coffee and cider or whatever it was, but maybe those folks might want to be involved or whatever in some way, shape or form.
So-
And because they have that nice little garden right there or patio area.
So
So
that's
I-
one of the, sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. I ran into John Allen the other day before I left for vacation and
Yeah.
sat and had lunch, and he's going to forward to me all of the contacts that he uses for the Grafton Celebrates the Holidays event. So
Okay.
having his list of names will speed this whole process up. So when I get back to work on Monday, I'll pursue that list and forward it to the members so that they can see it. So that's probably going to be the best way to get a hold of these people who may or may not want to participate. So
I've got a neighbor who said he would help out with advertising. It's just been, getting all the work done. I really want to go personally, have somebody from the parade team go to the people around the commons and talk to them and be like, hey, this is going on, could you support or would you be willing to be open? The country store, I've talked to them. I've talked to Quite Fetching because they're going to help out with the doggy mayor thing. The tavern, but some of the other places, not yet. So that is one of the big reasons why I want to pull everybody together on Monday is so we can talk through that because we need to get that advertising out. And then the
Bob
other,
DeTolma, if you want to, when you get that list, if you want to like pass out some names, I'd be glad to help out calling people.
I appreciate that. And Jim, I'll be honest, we've talked about having you as our speaker calling the parade. If you're interested, we'll put you up there with the microphone and the speaker, and you could give us our parade commentary.
The Grand Marshal.
Yes. Well, no, the Grand Marshal is the first person.
That's
in the
they're
parade.
they're in the parade.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I've done that before. Is this going to be on TV, Bob?
I don't know how we're going to, one thing at a time.
I mean, I did the Grafton's 250th. I did that one. That was a big one. So I have no problem doing that. I just need to know who's there and, just get together with someone that knows the names, what they're going to do and things like that.
I'll send out, now that we're getting closer, I'll send out personal emails because we're still trying to keep this off of the town piece, but it is something that I'm going to have to get with the select board. Bob and I talked about, we need to meet with the select board, need to meet with Evan one more time, at least, and make sure that they still want us to pursue it the way that we are, or if they want to. Evan at one point mentioned as we got closer, the town may want to pull us under them and actually make it, I don't know, a committee or something like that. So I just need to find out if they still want to do that.
I think he was talking about going from a private event to a government sanctioned event.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was referring to.
And then Lucas, once if you want to pass on, I can send you a flyer. If you want to pass on the information to your Boys and Girl Scouts contact as well. So Bob said that he had heard that they were interested, and I've heard that they were interested, but I don't actually have like hard confirmation from them. So if they'll just get in touch with me through the 4th of July parade, Gmail account that we have set up.
Not a problem.
But I would love to get like kids on bicycles that are decorating. And my neighbor across the street, her son, he's like 5. He wants to decorate his bike and ride in it. So it'd be cool if we get the Boys and Girl Scouts out there doing that as well.
How about Little League?
We'll take anybody. I've asked for any high school, like the cheerleaders, the marching band, if they have one, Little League, we'll take anybody. So if y'all have people, if you know people, spread the word. I'll forward out the flyer to everybody after this meeting. And we'll, if you have a dog, we'll do the doggy mayor thing too. Sean?
I think I know who this person, Jerry with the Jeep is. I do have a phone number of a guy that has brought his own, like a ambulance to the parades in the past, but also for a while, what's that?
It's his neighbor. He was telling me about the ambulance guy. I think it's his
Okay.
neighbor.
I used to belong to the Merrimack Valley Military Vehicle Collectors Club, and those folks there, do stuff. Again, I don't know if we would have to, if they do it for gratis or how, but I'll make a couple phone calls and see if I can at least pick their brain and see how that work goes. And so between maybe a couple of those groups and this fella Jerry and his neighbor with the ambulance, maybe we can get a few people. I don't know if we can get a tank, but
They may draw the line there, Sean. They just redid Route 30, yeah.
Bob is trying to get a tank. So really it's anybody. There's a couple of really nice cars on our street that I'm talking to my neighbors about, trying to convince them to participate as well. It's really anything, Yeah. Said Grafton's eclectic, so we'll have an eclectic parade until we get a little bit more further along and people know about it. But yeah, I appreciate just helping us out, getting out the word, people that want to participate. I need volunteers. It would be nice to have, because right now Bob and I are doing majority of the heavy lifting. So if we could get people that can actually dedicate some time to this, like dedicate to go talk to these people to get the advertising stuff out, that would be a huge help, because I've got like a laundry list of people I need to call, and I just, Bob's, he's the point man for all the people in town and all those contacts, and he's constantly sending off calls and emails at the same time as well. So yeah.
Well, if you want to pass out stuff, feel free.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not mobile, but I can use a phone.
No, I would appreciate that. So I'll probably take you up on that. What was that, Bob? You can't see me, John Cena?
No, I don't have a copy of the agenda in front of me. Do we have any other pressing issues?
Nope.
Because I'd like to tag out if I can.
Yep. Nope. That was it.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
All right.
Second.
Okay. Bob,
Aye.
Jim,
Yeller, aye.
Sean,
I
Lucas,
Hi.
I agree too. I'll send out an email to schedule the next meeting with y'all and go for there. Y'all have a good day.
Thanks you guys for taking the extra step to phone into the meeting.